Hi. So we have already studied our first classification algorithm and we applied it on one of the data sets and we found that our score came out to be 0.96, right. So somewhat 0.96. So what was that score? That score was basically our accuracy, that we are able to predict 96% of our data correctly. Okay, we are able to classify 96% of our data correctly. So that was basically our score. We were using accuracy as our classification metric. But always using accuracy is not always a very good option. We should use accuracy, but along with accuracy, we should also look at some other measures as well. Okay. Now, what is the need for looking at others? See, let me give you an example. If you have 100 images, okay, which you are supposed to classify into dogs and cats. Let's say you have 100 images of dogs and cats and you are asked to predict each of them, which one is dog and which one is cat, right. So, let's say you have already trained your model using like thousands of images. Now, you want to basically predict 100 of images. So, what is the first way you can use this? Let's say you say that I don't know machine learning at all, I don't want to apply machine learning. Whichever person will come to me, I am simply going to say that it is a cat. Okay. So, let us say if there is 50% of the data as cats, that if out of 100 there are 50 images of cat, I will be right 50% of the times. Okay. So, if we do not apply machine learning, we simply predict cat every time, we are going to get 50% accuracy, 50 of the images belongs to cats and 50 belongs to dogs. But just try to consider, if in reality 95 belonged to cats and 5 belong to dogs, and you, even before applying machine learning, started predicting each of them as cat, that you labeled all of them 100 as being a cat, then you would have been correct on 95 of the images. Basically, your accuracy would have been 0.95 in this case, right. Your accuracy would have been 0.95 in this case. So, this is a very bad algorithm basically. This is not even an algorithm. We are not even applying any approach to this. We are simply predicting cat every time. Okay. So, accuracy is 95%, but it is not a very good thing. Accuracy is telling me that you should use this model, that you have a 95% accuracy, the accuracy is awesome, that go ahead and use this. Okay. So, what the problem is over here is that when your data is skewed, that is when your data is favoring one of the classes, that 95% of the images are already in the cats and we begin to just guess that particular class, we are going to have a problem. So, along with accuracy, we should also look at two other measures, that are precision and recall. Okay. So, we have two other measures, those are precision and recall. Okay. Precision and recall. Okay. Obviously, accuracy is there, which is a good measure to look at, but sometimes in such cases there is a problem. So, we should also additionally look at precision and recall. I will get back to this example later. First, let us try to understand precision and recall with a little more unbiased data. Okay. Let us say I have 100 images. Okay, 100 images. 50 were cats and 50 were dogs. Out of these 50 cats, I labeled 45 as cats and 5 as dogs. Basically, I made error on 5 of those images, and out of those 50 dogs, I said 40 to be dogs and 10 to be cats. So, very clearly I can say that my accuracy for this model is going to be 85 by 100. Okay. Very clearly I can say that my accuracy for this model is going to be 85 by 100, because I am labeling these as correctly and I am labeling 15 as wrong. Now, what I am saying is, along with accuracy, also try to look at precision and recall. Now, what is precision and recall? Before precision and recall, I would first like to make the diagram of this. Okay. If I have to make the diagram of this, I would make something similar to this. I would say these are my cats actual, these are my cats predicted. Similarly, I have dogs actual and I have dogs predicted. Okay. So how many actual cats are there? So there are total 50 actual cats. Out of this, 45 have been predicted as cats and 5 has been predicted as dogs. Out of dogs, 50 actual dogs, we have 40 labeled as dogs and 10 as cats. So basically, if I have to find the accuracy from this diagram, I can say 45 plus 40 upon 100, that would give me 85 by 100, that is my accuracy. This diagram which I have made, this is also known as confusion matrix. Okay, so this is also known as confusion matrix. So now let's come to what is precision and what is recall. Now both these things, precision and recall, are defined for classes. Okay, that it will be defined for cats and defined for dogs separately. Okay, so what do I mean by precision for cats? When I say precision for cats, this means that for all the images that I have predicted as cats, that I have predicted to be as cats, in those images, how many I was correct, in how many images I was correct. Okay. So in how many did I predict cats? So I predicted that these 45 plus 10 images, that out of these total 55 images, I am correct 45 of them. Okay. So I labeled 55 images as cats, and out of those 55 I am correct in 45. Okay. Similarly, if I talk about precision for dogs, how many images I had labeled as dogs? 5 plus 40. Okay. So these 45 images were labeled as dogs by me, that I predicted these 45 images as being the images of a dog. Okay. So it is going to be 45, and out of those 45 I was correct in 40 of them. Okay. I was correct in 40 of them. So this is my precision for dogs. Okay. So my precision for cats is basically 45 upon 55, and my precision for dogs is 40 by 45. Basically, that out of the images that I am predicting as cats, how many I am correct in those. Basically, how precise I am in my predictions. So that is what we mean by precision, how precise I am in my predictions. Similarly, we have this term recall. Again, I will have recall for cats and I will have recall for dogs. What do I mean by recall for cats? Now, recall means that out of the actual points that belong to cats, in how many I am correct. Okay. In precision, we had out of how many images I predicted as cats. In this, out of images that actually belong to cat. Now, how many images that actually belong to cat? We already know that 50 images belongs to cat, out of which I have labeled 45 as correctly. And for dogs, there were 50 images in dogs, out of which I predicted 40 of them correctly. So this is what recall and precision is. Basically, recall you can find simply 45 upon total, that is 50. Similarly, 40 upon 50, that is total in case of recall. So very simple technique, what we can do is to find precision, you have to view it vertically, that is 45 upon total, that is 55, 45 upon 55 precision for cats, and 40 upon 45 will be precision for dogs. Simply see vertically, and for cats, I mean for recall, we have to see horizontally, 45 upon 50 and 40 upon 50. Okay. So these are what we call precision and recall values. So along with accuracy, accuracy is 85 upon 100, I can see precision and recall are also doing decently well, all are around 80% or 90% mostly. So those are doing well. So only now I can say that my actual algorithm is performing well, because I have good accuracy, I have good precision, and I have good recall value. Okay. So now for the original problem, that is out of 100 images, if I have 95 as cats, okay, and only 5 as dogs, and from those 95 cats I predicted all of them 95 as cats and 0 dogs, and from those 5 dogs 0 I have predicted as dogs and 5 is predicted as cats. Okay. So basically I am telling all of my points as cats, right. So now let us see what our confusion matrix would look like. Our confusion matrix would basically look like this. Out of those cats actual 95, I predicted 95 as cats. I was not predicting dog anytime, and out of the 5 actual dogs, I predicted them also as cats. Okay. So, if I try to find precision and recall for this, precision for cats is going to be 95 upon 100, which is not bad, which is actually good. Then my precision for dogs is going to be 0 by 0. So, basically that there is 0 point belonging to that, and we have predicted 0 as dogs. So, basically we do not need to consider this at all, this makes no sense. Recall for cats is basically going to be 95 by 95, okay, and recall for dogs is going to be 0 by 5. Okay, it is clear, right? Recall for cats 95 upon total, and recall for dogs 0 upon total. Okay. So, basically now I have recall for dogs as 0. So, I am fine with this, this is a good value, I do not have to look at this, this is a very good value again, but here I am getting a very bad value. I am getting for recall for dogs as 0. What that means is that my algorithm is not able to predict even a single image of dog as correctly. So, in this case, even though my accuracy is very good, okay, since one of my recall is not so good, I can say that my algorithm is very biased, so I should not be using this. Okay. In this way, precision and recall helps us in preventing from making such errors. Okay. Generally, we do not have these errors because generally our data is split equally, I mean decently well, but if there is some biased data such as this, then precision and recall will definitely help us getting rid of these problems. Okay. So, I hope precision and recall is clear. It will be much more clear after we just implement it. We will be doing confusion matrix, and we will be checking precision and recall for one of the problems. So, I will see you in the next session. Thank you.